Slay the princess, we're gonna play it. Oh, that's like a song that I just wrote. Sure. We're gonna play this game. Actually, let me be a little more specific. We're gonna role play this game. Because for some reason I have decided to role play the same character in every game I play on this channel. Yes, he, the librarian that is, travels from realm to realm as he sees it. It's actually from game to game. Oh. Now who is the librarian? Well, if you watch the intro video to the channel, that explains it pretty good, and I'm going to do a less good job of explaining it now by saying he's just a guy, you know, traveling, as I say, from realm to realm, trying to remain calm despite the insane situations he finds himself in. He just wants to relax. He wants to read books. He doesn't like jerks. He's got a big anti-jerk streak, a mile wide, you might say, or a kilometer. Yeah, let's go kilometers since I'm Canadian. We are playing a, well, actually, why don't I hop on over to the game? We are playing, it says here, a horror game. Now, if you are someone who has watched things I've done on the channel, you will notice there is no horror games. I don't like horror games. They make me sweat. They make me literally sweat. So I don't tend to play it. Now, this one I don't think is, you know, it's not going to be, you know, jump scares, I don't think, and I think it's more a psychological horror than it is anything else. So, you know, I'm not too worried about it. The other reason I wanted to play this is because I know, like, there's a big, what would you call it? Like a big, like, surprise reveal or something like that. It's one of those games where, like, when you see it mentioned online, it's always with the caveat of you should go in blind and make sure this game is not spoiled before you play it, that sort of idea. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to play it, because I don't want it spoiled. Also because, you know, just on the notes of games that I think are kind of like this, I did back in the day play, sorry, I'm just clearing my throat because it's very early in the morning. I did play Doki Doki Literature Club, which is another game, without spoiling, has a decidedly interesting turn at one point where you're playing one game and then something happens and all of a sudden you're playing a quite very different game. That one's fun too because I watched I think I've seen one or two streamers like play that game and then like after I had played it, so that sort of excitement of knowing what's gonna happen, and the streamer not knowing what's gonna happen and just sort of, you know, sitting on the edge of your seat like, oh man, what are they gonna think when this happens? So, you know, if you've played this game, maybe you'll have that feeling. Although, you know, a lot of my content I find is sort of more geared towards the on in the background type stuff. Hence the relaxation, which I don't know how relaxing this one's going to be. Hell, I did a Scorn ASMR, and I'm sure I could make it a little relaxing. We'll see. Okay, what do we hop in? I'm probably going to have to do some adjusting with audio and stuff, because, again, I have turned it on and got to this screen. That's as far as I've got so far. And I don't know if you'll notice the aspect ratio was a little weird, so I had to like stretch it a little bit, but I don't think it's too noticeable. It's definitely not noticeable here. We'll see once we're in the game. Speaking of the game, this is a horror game. Oh god. It's not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website, content warnings, flickering image and effects, parallax effects, motion sickness. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, maybe I would. Well, we'll see. Or should I just turn it off right now? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. What's an example of that? Just like, you're dead. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Oh, thank God. I thought it was a horror story. Whew. Alright, so why don't we start with turning that off. Boil effect? I'll turn flickering off too, just in case anyone watching is, you know, affected by that sort of thing. Okay, let's turn it down a bit. Alright. Yeah, that seems good to me. Anything else? No, I think we're good. Okay. New game. Is this the titular princess? The hero and the princess. The hero would be me, the librarian, I assume.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, well, there's one thing I'm good at, it's saving
You're
princesses.
Here to slay her.
Oh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, no. I don't like moral choices. I like ease. Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the
narrator?
end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put
that last
an
one
end
is
to her.
probably the least problematic. Burn it all down, I say. Have you met people? Jesus. Okay. Yeah. How is this?
Linger on the specifics.
No.
You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what
I
needs
need
to
to
be
know
done.
the whys.
We're all counting on you.
So far, I'm leaning towards just letting it all burn down. Yeah, evidence.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
I was sitting in my
You've made it this far, you
library,
might as well reach the end of your journey.
Reading a book, and I find myself pulled into this realm, and now you're just saying all this crazy stuff about killing a princess. Alright. I feel like I'll go talk to her. Yeah. I'll talk to her, and if she's this is how I tend to handle jerks. I'll go, I'll talk to them. If they're cool, I'll be cool. If they're not cool, I won't be cool. Yeah, I'm not.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning.
Okay.
If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Alright, well, I will take that under advisement, but I'm just gonna go kill some random person with no evidence.
Each and every one of us is doomed.
Again, that's not the sales pitch you think it is.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Deal. Dealio.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Cool, look at this cute little cabin. Okay, just to see. Guess I should do this. Oh wait, what was that?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero. Interesting. But what I was looking at, what is this? Oh. Is this how many pages of saves you can have? Jeez, aloo. I don't think I'm going to be needing all those. And then your settings. Okay. Yeah, I was just figuring things out. Auto. Who's auto?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Are you like the good and evil You know, the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. Although, you know, being anti-religion, the angel on my shoulder, it doesn't sit well with me either. What would be a better example?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, well, I don't want to scare this person. Why don't I just leave the blade here and I can come back for it if I need it, right?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp.
It is a basement.
A hint of rot filtering from
like
the
a basement
ancient
apartment,
wood.
you can get them looking pretty nice.
The princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
It's all
her
about the
voice
lighting.
softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi. It's me, the librarian.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Danger is among my middle names. So I've been told that I'm here to kill you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
So I just have to determine whether you're evil.
You walk down the stairs and
Get
lock
a
eyes
colossal
with the princess.
being of some sort.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
You know, not mutually exclusive, that's for sure.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to kill you. I'm just saying I've been told that I have to in order to save the world.
Okay.
So I just need to make sure that you're not an evil being bent on destruction or something. Let's start easy. What's your name?
Oh.
Peach?
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
That's sort of
suspicious. You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
I mean, my first name is The, so I shouldn't, make fun of it too much. Yeah, that's a little weird. You don't want to tell me your name?
You can call me Princess if you'd like.
Is it because words have power and you're an eldritch being who doesn't want to tell me your true name? Huh?
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, well, that's a little suspicious. And like the song says, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
Okay, that's weird.
Right? That's what I'm saying and thinking, apparently.
She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Well,
go back upstairs,
correlation
get the blade
is not
and slay
causation.
her before it's too late.
No, I need her to, attack me or something. So this is not a laughing matter. It's an interesting matter, but not a laughing matter.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so...
Yeah, how long are we talking here?
How long has she been locked away?
Until they, feed you in water?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No, let me ask. Yeah, could you tell me?
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
That doesn't mean you won't. It just means you don't know how.
I believe her.
I don't know.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Yeah, that's true. Technically true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Okay.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Let me throw this at you, Princess. They didn't tell me why, and you didn't tell me your name. So now I have two people not to trust. So.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
What should it be?
This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
Yeah, but it's also potentially the life of everyone.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
Because it's a horrible place.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here. And it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person. And a subjugating monarch, no less.
Yeah, okay, well, damn it. You know what I just dislike about this is you both have compelling arguments. Yeah, I was thinking
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
What do you mean? You don't have a name and you don't eat or drink?
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
No, I don't agree.
That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Yeah, she doesn't have a name, she doesn't eat or drink. These are things that are leaning towards evilness. Or potential, not evilness, but potential for strangeness. Yeah, let's say that. Yeah. I feel like this for now. I need more.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Well, if it's already been, uncountable ages,
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Oh.
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Okay, well, give me some thoughts on how you would.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
Oh, okay. You know what? You're helping me by doing this.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Yeah, can you say more evil things to me, please? Hold on, let me just go upstairs to get some paper and pens, and we'll do a pros con list for releasing you versus not. What do you think?
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Don't say but.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
No, just getting the paper and pen.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Hell to pay. Hell to pay?
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Yeah, her voice has changed, too.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Yeah.
Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it.
What do you mean?
I suppose we have a world to save, after all.
I'm not sure yet.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
Is it too quiet, would you say?
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm. Its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no, look up. Is she on the roof? Is she grudging it on the roof?
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
What? Did it? Hello? Yeah, we got off on the wrong severed hand. I mean foot. I'm just drawing her out.
No, I don't think we can.
Come on.
Why
Be cool.
don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me show you something as well.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room.
One,
you don't see her.
Two. I tell you, look up. She's grudging it on the roof.
Where is she?
Yeah, let's do that.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place.
Oh.
Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I don't know that would happen. You know what? I'm not locked in with you. You're locked in with me. Yeah. I said confidently. Yes, I'm a patient man.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long time. I'm very good at waiting.
Alright, what can we do to pass the time?
You do your best to patiently wait her out, but eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Alright.
You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant.
Listen,
but
I had a 12-hour energy drink
waiting for as long
here.
as she remembers. You barely even realize that you've started to drift off.
Honk shoo.
Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs.
Those are my organs.
There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone.
Or am I half not gone? Huh? I'm like an optimist in that regard.
It can't just end like this, right?
I don't know.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
Shit.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Do I have the great goddess Alexandria in this realm to bring me back to life? Oh. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
I don't know if you realize
princess.
I've done this before.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. This, I guess I do have the great goddess, because traditionally when I pray, aka save, to her, she'll bring me back from death, and I guess that's what happens. Yeah.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Okay, well that happens.
If he doesn't remember what
often.
happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yeah, narrator, that happens often, where I'm the only one who remembers.
What happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Voice of the hunted. Wait a second.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do...
Alright. Yeah, why should I bother doing that?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Appreciate.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Mm-hmm.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well,
we did our best with the information we were given, and yet you still died, didn't you? So, great, congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
Hey, don't mock me.
For asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Subtle changes.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Yeah.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything? All the more reason to keep our wits about us. Should we even return to the cabin?
Okay, yeah, so
we could find a safe little hole somewhere instead. You have to go to the cabin.
Idea.
If you don't slay the princess, she's going to end the world, which you're always going to be a part of, even if you're cowering in a hole.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the cabin. Let me tell you what I'm thinking so far.
Before you go any further.
Okay, before we go any further, let me tell you what I'm thinking so far. So I have two voices now, the hero and the hunted. And I'm thinking maybe the narrator is my voice as well. And I'm thinking maybe I'm even the princess. I'm everyone. Huh? You ever hear that? I think there's even a name for that theory. It's like that reincarnation theory where it's like you are everyone because time doesn't matter when it comes to reincarnation. So I die and I'm reincarnated as, myself. I'm reincarnated as my parents. I'm reincarnated as my brothers and sisters. I'm reincarnated as an Aboriginal gentleman in the year 2037, for example. I don't know why I use that as an example. I thought it'd be interesting. So maybe I am everyone or something. I don't know yet. Okay, but here's the other theory I have. So last time I did a very passive approach. This time I'm just going to go in and try to kill her and see what sort of difference that makes. Like, go in, grab a knife, try kill. And that way we'll have sort of both ends of the spectrum of choices.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
Yeah, okay.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Hear and smell?
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
No, I'm going to. This time...
Maybe.
It's all business. Yeah. And then maybe we can, if there is a third time around...
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated.
A mirror this
It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay. What about this, though?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, grab the blade. Take it.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This is interesting, though. Again, I feel like we gotta just be very business this time. Straight down. I'm not gonna... No, I'm ignoring the mirror. This time, we go down, we try to kill. Boom, bang, bing.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes.
Ooh,
the air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, that's what I'll think.
She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
Oh shit, she's already angry.
She sounds almost feral. Impatient. Or maybe eager.
Is she
you
really
carefully
loose?
Make your way down the stairs.
The juice is loose?
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit.
Wait.
The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Yeah, how are plants growing when it's underground?
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view.
Isn't that her there?
Anywhere.
Like lying, and that's the tail? I see things.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
Get back here, you.
Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess.
No, that's, yeah.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you
the
from
librarian.
the darkness.
Me and this dagger just have to have a word with you.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified.
No, I'm not
I'm so
terrified.
Much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
Alright, well then just come over here for a second.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Alright, no hesitation. Is she changing again? Move now. Okay, move. Now.
You lunge to the side, picking a direction on instinct. As you land, you're buffeted by a gust of air, disturbed by the sudden motion of a massive body.
Uh-oh, massive
the princess.
Body.
In an instant, she's pounced on the spot where you would have been, her chains rattling across the floor behind her.
Nice try, princess, if that is your real name.
Before you can blink, she's gone, vanishing once more into the shadows.
Grab the chain.
You still feel her gaze on you.
You're faster than you were before, but you're still meek, reactive, prey.
Damn it, she's kind of right.
You whirl around to find her, and your gaze meets hers, a pair of shining eyes peering out at you from just beyond the basement stairs.
Alright, how good am I with this
So she's cut off
sword?
our escape. Shit, what do we do?
I feel like light or fire would be good. I feel like that might get... I feel like a lot of these... Damn it, I thought this was going to be an easier one this time. Okay, well...
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
Alright, well, let me just put my glasses on.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. She won't reveal herself unless she has to.
Alright, I need a torch. Yeah, you're deflecting.
And you bear your weakness to the world.
Hey,
She's coiling for
That
another
sounds
strike.
like not very
Be
nice.
somewhere else.
Ooh.
We're on the back foot.
Yeah.
The back foot keeps us nimble, keeps us alive. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive if it eventually kills us.
Yeah.
We need to take back the momentum. We need to do something.
Agreed. But what? Survive? Okay, yeah. This might get us killed, but I gotta get a hit in.
We're in her domain. We just have to stay alive.
No, she would get us eventually.
If we keep dodging her forever, we're going to get tired. We're going to slip up. We have to take a risk.
Yeah, I feel like it's not gonna pay off, but also, what option?
As the princess lunges from the shadows once more, you tighten your grip on the blade and lash out. It strikes, cutting deep, and the princess loses her focus, crying out in pained surprise as she crashes into you. You're sent sprawling, and can already feel the massive bruise blossoming on your ribs as she scrambles back into the darkness.
Baby back, baby back, baby back.
Look at that! We wounded her.
And there's more where that came from.
And she wounded us. Bad trade.
That hurt. Are you just the cornered animal you seem to be? Or could you be a rival?
I'm like a rival, probably.
She rears back, then leaps at you, more forceful, more ferocious, more serious. The scuffle is brief, and though you inflict a few deep wounds, you find yourself quickly overwhelmed by her savagery.
Damn it. I kind of thought that was going to happen.
You collapse to the floor.
Alright, I'm going to get you next time,
She wastes
princess.
no time before pouncing on you in a flurry of claws and blood, your nerves barely able to keep up with the onslaught. By the end, you're lying in a nest of your own intestines, spine severed, blood rapidly draining out onto the jungle floor.
Alright. Well,
the princess, drenched in both her blood and yours, idly prods your body.
No, that's it then. Cornered animal it was. Do better next time. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
What?
We're not dead, But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death, because everything goes dark, and you die.
She needs to eat us, but when we're alive? She needs to eat us alive. Okay, well, let's try to prevent that from happening. Because ideally, I don't want to be eaten alive.
You're on a path in the Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
You know what? I like this guy.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots.
Yeah.
What could we have done that would have saved us from her? When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
We need to be more powerful
you've been here
or have
before.
better tools.
That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done.
No, that's not happening.
Shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation, and now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
Is it the... I think it maybe is. It's kind of hard to tell. Is it the... With the exception of the princess, is it the same guy doing all the voices? It kind of sounds like it might be.
And how do you intend to do that?
Guns.
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows. Well, no complaints here.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. We're not just going to let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
Oh, yeah, you do know, right?
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice
he's
now,
like Gandalf.
and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Okay. That's tempting. You know what? At some point, we'll do that, right? Alright, yeah, what's your plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
Yeah, but not
we're so small.
Small?
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely...
One good wallop. Alright. Yeah, let's go to the cabin. Maybe check out that mirror this time.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do. We've already been over the plan.
No, we haven't. Plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
Yeah.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I
don't like this. Don't
last
try
time
to
I
keep
was
us
gonna
breathing.
go down and kill her, but I didn't realize she would be big monster thing.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so
we're
much of
definitely
the place
checking the mirror out
that
this
had you
time.
not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade
So she's
embedded
sort
in
of-
its
it's
exposed
almost like-
rings.
She's sort of reverting the world back to nature?
The blade is your implement.
Well, that's not a bad
You'll
thing.
need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. We're not fighting a monster. Is no one going to mention the mirror? What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
No, this time there's a mirror.
He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
Oh.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
No, I want to look in it. I do want the blade still,
Yes,
though.
take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It's good. One step.
Okay, yeah.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
Because there's a mirror in the way that you don't
You heard him.
know about.
Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
No.
That mirror isn't part
bad
of this
luck.
place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually.
No, that doesn't make sense. This mirror means
So
something.
grimy. Maybe we can wipe it clean and finally get a look at ourselves.
Oh.
You
Like
reach
that.
forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See?
Oh.
Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted. You step forward into the darkness.
Okay, well, I don't like this. It's going to be like
If
the
there
same,
were once
no?
stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend.
Yeah, see, this is getting worse and worse. Less and less likely for
It
us to be
smells of
successful.
mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety.
Okay.
Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Maybe she's already loose. Okay, yeah. Let's
You say
be
nothing,
sneaky.
maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into
We'll
the
do
basement.
the default be sneaky until we're caught and then explode into violence. That's
The
my
basement is
default
dark and
MO.
cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
We gotta get a light one of these times.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Do we? I feel like a lure.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness,
Why do I feel like
waiting
she's
for
not
any
here,
sign
actually?
of movement. And what? You're going to turn around the second she runs for us? You'll get us killed, you pathetic fool. There, she's about to strike.
Where?
With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
I have. That's good.
Stop it! Fight her!
No, let's lure her up into the light.
The conflict in your heart, though usually of little consequence, slows you down just enough. You don't make it into the tunnel before you feel her hot breath at your back, rushing up your spine and closing in on your neck as her teeth press into your skin and...
I think she's murdered me again. I didn't even see her this time.
Again.
Alright. Well, we need a light, man. Oh. But death doesn't come. You turn to see that something has taken her away. It's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Into another realm through this mirror?
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of confused. Oh, the narrator's gone. Yeah.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I think we have no choice.
Thing reeks of death.
Mirrors can be
Screw
magical
the mirror.
and
We just
powerful
need to
and
find the princess.
portals. No, let's go
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
It's gonna give us clues. Clues to what's happening. Oh shit. What the hell? Wait, am I the princess? Right? Look at my arm. It's me. It's a me. The librarian. Huh. What the hell? I'm at the cabin. Hello? Oh, hey.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Yeah. Here you go. There's a receipt inside if you don't like it. Yeah, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
That's good. I'm a bit of a realm traveler.
Exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Hey, I believe everything.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Bring me more perspectives. So I gotta run through this scenario other times? And then that will help us? Yeah, how many more?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Okay, well that's fine.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay, but ballpark, what are we thinking? This is a rule of 3 situation, rule of 10s maybe? Oh yeah.
You ask
Good question.
of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
Oh, this is like the law of conservation of energy, that sort of thing? Okay. Yeah, give me some deets.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah, what if I don't?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished.
Alright, yeah, well, I don't like that. Alright, let's do it.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Who does?
You won't.
Chapter 1. Wait a second. Okay,
You're
well.
on a path in the woods. And you're here
I'm
to
getting
slay
the gist. Oh, tab, okay. Okay. Yeah, just out of curiosity.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Maybe I am, but don't call me Shirley. Alright. Yeah, let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up the shore. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince.
Yeah. So is this legit like the first? Take the blade.
You take...
Enter the basement.
The door to the base... Her voice...
Who's there?
Wait, she sounds different already.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Yeah. Oh, is it because I have the blade, maybe?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part...
Yeah, let's just try to be,
Good.
like, go down
You're
color.
still listening to reason.
I still want to try that.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the...
Alright.
She's so
Hello.
coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
Focusing.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Not even, you know what? I'm not even going to engage.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
My resolve is like really like it's like adamantine.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't know. I find if I chop your head off, that
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I could throw a knife.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Yes. Slay.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Oh no, I don't like that face.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade
Take
already
this.
sinking deep into her heart.
I did it.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
I don't know. You probably shouldn't still be talking.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder.
How are you still talking with a blade in your heart?
Do you actually believe this was
Damn
enough to
it.
kill me?
No, I friggin' knew it.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Or is this like one version of her is gonna die, but that means nothing
Yes.
in the grand scheme.
Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Yeah, because there's probably other
But
ones
it's
that
over,
are...
isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I don't think it's over because I looked into how long this game takes, and it was a lot longer than an hour. So, wait a second. That's an out of character thing I'm saying. Yeah. She's got tricks.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
Metaphorical sleeves.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Sorry, just taking a sip of water. The harm of checking for a pulse is that's when they jump scare you.
I really don't think you should do that.
No, I
And
know
why
that.
shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Should I leave? No. Yeah, let's just
Yes, exactly. It's over.
go. I'm going to listen to the narrator on this one. Surely they know.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Perfect. Job
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in.
The greater good.
And help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah. Let's go.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
This is so ominous. What are we gonna see?
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Okay, well, that's not my favorite thing.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Terrific. Okay, that's good.
So glad you're keeping an open mind.
We're sticking with the narrator this time.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Of course, of course. Hey, would you lead me astray?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Hey, c'est la vie. Great. I love this place.
Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever,
No,
right?
we are. As long as the narrator says we're happy. Yeah, we're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Hey, is there a difference? Yep, positive.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
Nope.
More happy time
Why would I want to be
passes,
unhappy?
though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Cool.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here.
Out of what? I'm happy.
The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears.
I didn't even hear little voices.
Eventually,
what are you talking
you
about?
pass into a blissful state of pure existence.
Are we
Though
transcending?
words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist.
Oh.
Happy.
You know what? This is the good ending.
Forever.
That's funny.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot
It's so
go
tempting
further
just to turn it
astray.
off now. That would be, yeah.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here.
I don't even gonna
Though you're
kill
probably
myself,
not going to
right?
like it.
Yeah. I kind of thought that was
blade.
coming.
We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah.
He's right. It's the only way out.
We had a good bunch of millennia there.
Do you hear
with the
that?
happiness, but
It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not?
everything
There's more
ends
for us
in
to
time.
do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that. Don't you dare. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Apologies, but
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stair.
Oh.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the
okay.
blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
yay.
The end. Nice knowing you.
I mean, the end, ... For now, question mark.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here
I
to
know about this. Okay, what about refusing the call? No.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of... If he doesn't remember
this time
what
I'm
happened,
doing
that's
nothing.
fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
No.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
That's not me. I'm leaving.
Oh? Do you think there's something else out there? All right. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
See, that's my theory, voice of the cold.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Well, if the cabin is this direction, I'm going to go this direction. Yep, nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I do.
That's strange.
Motherfucker.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How?
No.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
Does. Oh, sorry. I meant to. There you go. Yeah, he certainly does, doesn't he? But I don't want to. Oh, man.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's
I'm gonna
remarkably
try to.
selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the step. But fine. You turn around and trek back.
Wait,
I feel like
something
I
isn't
end up
right.
there.
Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Yeah, get out of here, narrator. I'm on my own now.
What's going on? Where are we?
Oh, no. Are we dying?
I don't know. But it feels like home.
Yeah, is this hair? What am I looking at? Oh. And something other comes close. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. That's a fun sentence. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Ooh, okay. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Oh, that's nice. They're giving me a little massage, too? Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if you don't bring more gifts. No, you cannot go back. Not there. The world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
So,
You're here
like,
to sleep.
doing nothing, or trying to do nothing, gets us back to nothingness, which sort of makes sense. Okay.
That's the spirit.
Let's maybe
You make your way up. We're not going
side
to go through
with her.
this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what...
We'll just, like, free her or something. Yeah,
The
yeah.
interior of the cabin is a blade.
Okay, I got that. Basement.
The door to the basement, her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
Alright, yeah, let's free her.
Hypnotize, don't let it...
No. I'm here to
How
save
many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Yeah, so her voice is different if you have the blade in your hand versus not.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Hi, it's me, the librarian. I'm here to rescue you.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to
Well,
happen. I hope you brought something to
Today
deal
is
with
your
these
lucky
chains.
day.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those...
Alright, let's see what we can do here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
If I had my lockpicks on me...
You're making a huge mistake.
I don't know if I do.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Can't break them.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Is there even a key?
They wouldn't have just left
there?
the key to her chains.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see.
I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of... Is someone else here?
Oh.
Your shouts and pleas I'll repeat myself once again. You're here.
Alright.
You try the door.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Bad
this
news.
would have been so much easier if you'd
news.
just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Do you have like a hairpin or
Look at
something?
the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, it seems like we're stuck.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's...
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Alright. Well, do you have any ideas?
She barely
What the hell?
hesitates before raising her arm
Don't
to
do
her
that.
mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Bouncing metal?
It's the blade from upstairs.
Hey.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
No.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you...
Oh, I don't even have the option. That's interesting. Here, let me, so you don't have to eat your way through. Maybe this will help.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above
we're gonna
the
need to
unyielding
get
chain
this
binding her to
cauterized,
this
I think.
place. You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Alright, that looks
Her
painful.
limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains.
Let's get you to a
she
doctor.
didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
That's a little weird, but it's fine. It's totally fine.
No, she didn't.
I'm not worried about it.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Alright, let's
How
go.
is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I'm sure it's fine.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry about it.
Now let's get out of here.
You got it, princess.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body... Wait,
no.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, no.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
It's not me, it's the narrator. He must be stopped. Oh.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Yeah, help.
You know you don't have to do this, right?
I don't want to do this. I've
Your
done it
body
before.
lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
But
the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a
alright,
chance
you
to
gotta
connect.
get this blade from my hand. Kill me if you have to.
Stop it. Stop trying to
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Stay back.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can stop
nervously
it.
reaches towards you and
Oh,
takes
cool.
the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Deal.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, maybe like go for the heart or something.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed
It's a little heroic.
everyone.
Come on. Cut me some slack here. This
Whatever.
hurts.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and
Oh, God.
again.
Princess,
and
you gotta get
feel
better at
every
this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, boy. Maybe, like, the neck?
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Hey, you did it.
I'm so sorry.
No. Stuff those swords in a sack, missus.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you,
Just,
your limbs
in my
unresponsive.
memory, be cool.
The princess stares down
Don't
at your
destroy
ruined
the world.
chest as tears carve rivulet. It can't just end like this, right?
Could. It might.
That's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Cool. We did
Everything
it.
goes dark, and you die.
Eh. Not the first time it's happened.
You're on a path in the
Shit.
woods. You're here to slay her.
Alright.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the prince. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Sounds a little like, the hell's the guy's name from What We Do in the Shadows? Cravensworth?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's... What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Yeah, he's got a point there. Yeah, go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Alright.
She will lie. She will cheat. We already told you we're not playing. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of... I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus.
Okay, what do I do then?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal. The blade is your implement.
Yeah, let's look at the mirror again.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Yeah. Wipe it.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Yeah.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. You take the blade. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. And hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade.
Yeah, but... damn it, I don't know what to do.
The door to the basement creaked, but it's still a stone basement. A soft voice can...
Hello?
Something.
Is someone there?
Hi,
Her
Princess.
voice. It's somehow... I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
for everyone's
Maybe I try to
sake,
save
you're
her
not
now.
in love. Just remember, you walk down the stairs
hey.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy
It's me
chain.
again.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
She...
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear
She can
my
look into
spirit.
my eyes and know what
Oh, your spirit's
Yeah.
plenty loud.
It's you, my dashing hero.
I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Of course,
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind
Waiting
being
for you
flattered
to
from
come
time to
back.
time.
I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
I have, and things
That's
are a
right,
little
villain,
different.
and you killed us. Well, she killed us.
But
Only
you
because
made
he
her.
made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before.
Quite a
So
few
an entire
times.
world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially
I mean,
not
I
without
have
leaving
for
a
a
trail
long
of
time.
incomprehensible
Seems to be
devastation
working. And it's
behind
often
you.
quite fun, although this particular
This
set
is
of
horrible.
worlds is interesting.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? We never saw
Yeah.
a world end.
I'm gonna
and
stick
now
with
I'm
rescuing
even
for a
more
while,
certain
see
that
how
we
that
must
does.
chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
No, I'm going to free her. Rescue.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Says
Even
you.
if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Yeah, no problem.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
We need some butter.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
I don't know what that
I'm
means.
not sure I follow.
Oh. Me neither.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I mean, I sort of go back and forth.
I think
feel
I'd
like
rather
I'm
believe
gonna...
in facts.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the spitting
So
this
you're
time.
one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let
Yeah.
me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah.
Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and
Ooh,
if you
Titanic
try
depths.
anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our... You wouldn't.
I would?
I would. I'd listen
did
to him
it
if I were
before.
you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the
just
princess
slip this
and
off here.
gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life
alright.
more worth living than that of a true
I do
believer.
traditionally like freeing
I'm
people
free.
and saving
And you're
things.
not trying to kill me this time.
Nope.
Thank you.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful
Aw.
embrace.
We're gonna live happily ever after, I feel
Are
like.
you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her. Is that a
No.
threat? You know what we'll do if you try. You're going to regret this.
No, no.
What do we do now?
We live happily ever after. The end. Yeah.
That sounds perfect.
Right?
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world.
Yeah, but we're happy though.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
Exactly.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it. because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh. Okay, well, let's just pick that
That's
up.
a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Yeah, it's narrator jerk.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Yes, let's shoot true love from our chest like a Care Bear. That'll open
Enough
the door.
with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
You're familiar with the Care Bears? 3, 2, 1, Care?
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, I just want to see where this is going. Yeah, let's work together as a team, as a couple.
Okay. Yeah.
This will be a good test of our future together.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together.
Oh.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you
We did
kidding?
it.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
Thank you, love.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Hey, lovely.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room and then you step outside.
Nice. Our love has set us free.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Destroy the world. Yay.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
I prefer cold to hot.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Uh-oh. Princess? Princess?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find
I think
her?
she joined the others of those
that
that we're sort of finding and releasing. Is a theory I'm having. Yeah, let's head in. Maybe we have enough of the princesses now.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, we want final.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
No, we should go in. What are we, anyways? Oh, I have grown. The bloat. Alright. Hey, did I bring you enough of yourselves?
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither?
That sounds kind of boring.
But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return.
Good?
If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
Okay, I don't know if I want to do
Flickering
that.
lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
You're welcome?
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, but am I going back to do it again?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken
sort of
pattern, but every
semantics, isn't
vessel
it?
gives fresh perspectives. and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, it does kind of feel riddly. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things? Okay. Yeah, what do you want next?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. Yeah, how many?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My water, you will have your rest in due time. And
Okay. Yeah, what do you want to do?
with every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration yields new and complicated truths. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Alright, that's fair. It's important to explore yourself and your thoughts and feelings and capabilities. Alright, I guess I'm ready to go back. What is this, though? Say I just kind of want to end it all. Period. What's that like?
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh, okay. Never mind. What would this one do? I don't want to do that one yet.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Alright, cool.
We will meet again.
I assume so. I just wish I knew what to do next.
You're on a path in the woods.
And
at
by
the
that
end
I
of that,
mean
you're
like
here.
in terms of what options I haven't done.
While I appreciate
this.
the mental exercise we are running, nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess, and before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
Okay.
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and...
Yeah, what if I want, yeah, how about a reward?
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Alright, what is the reward? Yeah.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
This sounds like
It's a
you're
special
making it up.
reward, just for you.
Okay, yeah, let's be greedy on this one. Alright, yeah, let's go back to the cabin.
You make your way up the We're not going to go through. Ignore him. He doesn't...
Alright, let me throw down a little Saverino. I mean, prayer to the great goddess. Go to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is all... The blade is your implement.
So, let's take the
You take
blade.
The door to the base. Her voice.
Who's there?
She
It's
sounds
me.
dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
Alright,
Come
cool.
on down.
You walk
Hello,
down the stairs.
princess.
She's so coldly focused on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. Yeah, why would you even...
That giant
consider it?
knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
That's just to chop your hand off if needed.
The blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after.
Yeah. Here, drop it.
The blade tumbles
Thank you. Maybe not.
against your better judgment.
All
We'll be
right.
fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can
I
assure
wanted to
you
talk
there's no
to
reasoning with her.
this version.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Okay, well... yeah.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long...
Just how long has she been down?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall?
Very good question.
Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Okay, silent
They
treatment.
haven't told you anything. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going, whoever sent you to
okay.
slay me claimed I was a threat to the world. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't...
She has a point.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things, but you don't really know me, do you? What can my
Okay.
word possibly be worth in a situation?
That's
She's right
true.
about one thing. Her word.
Like I said, it's all about, so do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim?
She's wrong. This is.
Yeah, you're coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have
Yeah,
met
plus
each
I'm a
other.
married man.
By definition, we have...
Okay. Alright.
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle. She isn't suggesting what she is.
Alright.
Oh, have you decided what to do?
You know what.
Yeah, I'm going to slay you.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
What?
She casually sidesteps your throat. We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure,
Ow.
the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe
Why are
against
your
your
shoes so
fracturing
pointy?
bones. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the
Don't do
kind
that.
of
I
weight
need-
you
I
didn't
need that
think her
throat to
slight
breathe.
frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, you shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart.
Is this really the best you could do?
I don't know what the best
Look
I
at
could do
you.
is. I'm just figuring things
Completely
out as I go.
broken.
Alright?
I'd be lying if I said
That's
I wasn't
life,
a little
though.
disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of you. This is the end, isn't it?
This is the
I'm
end.
afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Tower. Yeah, she's gonna kill me again.
People don't die twice. You have. If he doesn't remember what happened,
Okay,
then
yeah,
maybe
people
it's
don't die
best to keep
twice,
it
but
that
I've
way.
died
Now I can hear you.
multiple
right?
times.
It's going to be a lot. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Right?
She is not going to kill you unless you let her.
Alright.
Those are two very... Let's say you died. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke What were we supposed to do to stop her then? She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. And I believe your other question was something along the... What do you mean? Yes, but if it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? If she, just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable.
Chin up. Okay, well, yeah, chin up, I guess.
A warning. She will lie. We might as well. Can we tone down the pessimism? I'm not being a pessimist. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, rescue her. So please try.
Alright. Let me just... Alright, so is it going to be a little different in here?
That's what you want.
Since it was a little different last time?
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this. Why do we feel so small?
Yeah, small.
We don't feel small.
Yeah, what about the mirror?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, there's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look... Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't.
Yeah, why do we look how we look? Yeah.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how... I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he... I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something...
I don't know why you're lying about it.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life.
No, it's because changes change this. Okay, so I'm gonna take the blade out.
You take the blade. You walk up to the wall next to the... This really is... You reach forward and rub your hand. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left.
That tends to happen. That's a big door.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Ooh, spiral staircase.
This is actually... It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, her booming voice...
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
This sounds like a not nice version.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Like a friggin' dragon lady or something.
Get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude?
Yeah, that is sort of weird.
Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how it doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they...
Alright, what are we in for here?
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight.
You're like
her
a
figure
goddess.
Framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I'm not sure.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
It's like a security blanket, though, at this point.
Drop it.
Okay. I'll drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
No, maybe she's cool here. She's like goddessy.
Kneel.
Oh. Yeah, sure, why not?
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
Ow, my old knees.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Yeah, I feel like this incarnation of you might have some good answers with your godly powers.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Oh, did I put the idea in your head then? Uh-oh.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh my.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
True.
And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Alright, you know what? You've talked me into it. I'm on your side.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Okay, can I have a better code name, though? How about Falcon?
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it?
Shadow Falcon. Dark Falcon. Something like that.
It certainly does. And beyond that,
Desert
more than
Eagle.
lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
Yeah, but I'd like this one on my side.
And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Yeah, if we get this one up with the other ones, I feel like we'll be more powerful, right?
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
Oh, we can't stop her. We're going to join her.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't.
No. No faith. Yeah, I'm just going right to.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yep, you're pretty awesome. Look at you floating there. Lights. You got your toes out, which some people appreciate.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
Oh, you can't break them yourself?
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No,
Alright.
You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so high, not...
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you, where it doesn't belong.
Yeah, is that the
Trying
narrator?
to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now.
Yeah.
An echo.
You want to get rid of it?
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Yeah, if you want to get rid of them, I wouldn't mind.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Yeah.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
Smush
I
him.
don't care what you are.
Step on
You're
step on
mine.
him. Oh shit.
Rise, my little bird.
Alright, again, little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh.
Break my chains.
He breaks her
And
chains.
how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Oh, okay. Break the chains.
Her chains
Hey,
shatter,
what do you think of that?
and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
Alright, well, let's finish this then.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for
See,
us
this
to
is
leave.
why I wanted to be on your side. Yep. Joins the rest. Ooh, that's gonna make it powerful, right? Oh,
She's
nice.
gone. Where did she go?
She went to join the others.
And there's that mirror again.
Maybe that was all we
doesn't
needed.
feel
We
right.
needed
It feels
the...
different. I don't want to look.
She like, you know, has the power of a goddess now. You've withered. Oh, what the hell? I grew last time. Now I've withered? Hello. How do you like these new god powers? Pretty cool, right?
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once
What if this
in more
is how the
directions than
Borg
my
Queen
attention
started?
can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Good. Yeah, what do you think of this?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Yeah, that's
Do not
good.
mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Okay. Now what? Yeah, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bring the tower to her. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here.
Alright, so... The only thing I'm...
Of course I haven't. I mean, maybe
Oh, I think I already did that one.
you make your way up. We're not going to go ignore him.
The only thing I want to avoid is just doing this, and so far I haven't done it, so maybe it's not possible, is doing the exact
interior
same
of
thing.
the blade is
Okay, well,
You take the
one
blade.
thing that I didn't do was...
her voice.
Who's that?
She sounds.
It's
Don't let her
me.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here.
You walk down the street, so focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided
How about
yet.
you
Look how reasonable she's. Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Don't
Against
mention
you
it.
will be fine. I don't know what your hope.
So here we are. What an
It is
awkward start to a
awkward.
relationship. Oh,
You. Oh, you have to. You walk up. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you...
Doubtful.
Well, you do have that...
If we were stuck
That's
down here for
true.
long enough, I'm sure you would someone else.
Yeah, who's
Your
okay.
shouts. You're here. You make your
Alright,
way
bad
easier,
news. I'm
easier
gonna have to chop
for
your arm off.
everyone.
I heard the door slam, the knife.
You won't. Again, you cut
There you are.
into the blade is shut. She didn't so much as utter. How is she so?
Thank you.
Alright.
No, we won't have as the princess. Wait, this watch.
Oh,
Stop
that's
that.
interesting. I couldn't
I
click
thought
on the
this was
other
a
one.
little...
Your body lunges. Stop.
Oh, weird.
The blade.
You're doing your best to help me. I'll make this quick.
She steps
Thanks.
forward,
Maybe I'll see you.
and then she slits your throat. With her face remain. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Alright. Chapter 2.
Your honor. You're here. A warning. She will lie. Yeah. Did you just... No, I didn't. Just ignore this clown and focus on the
Okay, we
print.
got a new one. Does the new
interior
voices
of the
in my
cabin
head
is lesser coat. The only
correlate
furniture... The blade is your...
to... I'm just gonna go
I'm
down
afraid
without
I'm...
the
Are
blank.
you sure? What if she... Yes. I'm sure. Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Is she, though?
Okay. Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as wonderful.
Oh, okay.
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before... Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we... No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
Alright. Ignore the mirror this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, her voice harsh.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had...
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
This is different.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Off. Why would you be worried about her restraints? Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That's for her tail.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Alright, I'm game.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Alright, you know what? I like you so far. Very pragmatic. I hope you're gonna
reasonable.
Tell me things.
We do have a weapon. Might as well put... You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Alright, what should we talk about?
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Oh god, that's, it seems like a seemingly easy question to answer, but... Yeah.
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Alright, cool.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
So were you also doing these
And now you're back.
Place jumps?
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I kind of believe you.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop, so you've already
how do we
been
get out
here.
of this?
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's complicated things. How exactly?
Yeah.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Who's causing the
contingency? For what?
And who's
for
causing
you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Yeah,
I
jerk.
needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And
why?
Maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by that's pathetic. I never said I was. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened.
Like if
exactly.
you knew
you
were a clone, would you
so
be
don't
upset
waste
by
that
that
luck
fact?
by messing it up again. All right?
Moving
on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah, more information better than not enough
the more
information.
Your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Swim into dangerous
Your
waters.
Success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
See, things like this that he's saying make me more and more think that maybe this is me too.
I won't. Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the map. Yeah, sure. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay. Yeah, what would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife.
For what purpose?
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
Yeah, when you jab it in my heart.
That's ominous, but she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh, please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her. So, what? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. That doesn't sound great. There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're...
I'm tempted to give it to her. What is this for, though?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
Try it on.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock your...
Okay, wait, let me explore the
I
shackle.
wouldn't do that. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle. And what? Is it going... I don't know. He doesn't want us to look at it. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Yeah, I'm expecting this shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches... I don't want to... What is that supposed to mean? Yes. Come out and say it then. You're just waiting. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. And, as if your
Magic
situation
shackles.
weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels... yes? Are we stuck here now?
Alright. Well,
Yes.
that was not ideal. I kind of...
So it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Funny
What
how?
are we supposed to do now?
I don't know, I guess we just chill until
Can't
we
even
die.
cut ourselves out. Guess we'll... That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told. No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
How? Yeah, what should we do tonight?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
I feel like nothing's gonna happen. We're just doomed.
Yep.
You wanna play a game? I spy with my little eye something that starts with the letter K. That's right, knife. Alright, you go.
Nope.
That's rude.
Damn it. Alright,
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must, but there isn't. Time, it passes and passes and passes. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade. But she's not ending anything. She's just... Her very existence is a threat. It harms... How exactly does that? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And let me guess. The cabin remains... If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion.
Oh, okay.
I don't like small talk. Remember?
I don't know if that's small talk necessarily.
Still rude.
Oh, maybe it's going to disintegrate around us and we'll be free.
And the cabin continues to change. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened? She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't.
Yeah, I don't have to eat either.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement.
Okay, well, maybe we'll be buried alive,
flowing
which is
across
less
the
good.
stone floor like a liquid, covering them until suddenly
Oh, look.
there are no walls. And
Pretty.
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah, it could be worse, right?
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Yeah. Boo. Alright, we got another one. Another one bites the dust? Or something?
She's gone. And is that...
Alright, let's hop in.
This... You're right.
No, we'll be fine. Alright. I've unraveled. Great. Alright, you're like the chained one, right? If we were to give you a name.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet.
Oh, there
We're
is.
supposed to be there.
How do we get there?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
What? Oh.
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
What does that mean? Yeah, there's all this stuff.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
No, that's true. It's not a bad thing, though. Alright, well, I'll head back
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I will be here, waiting for...
I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so... Can I go back to where I was and hand her the knife? Is that an option?
You're here.
Alright.
You make your way. We're not going to go... Ignore him.
Threw down a little, one of these bad boys. Great Goddess Alexandria, thank you so much.
The interior of the blade is your...
Okay, so take the blade.
You take the...
Into the basement.
Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds...
It's me again. Hi.
Don't be a stranger.
You walk down the... She's so... Focus on the task.
And there you are.
Yep.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, come
That
on.
giant knife...
The blade... Don't you dare. It's...
Alright, let's drop this.
Thank you.
Against your... We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to...
So here we are. What an awkward
Yes.
start to a relationship. Oh,
That's enough. Getting you out of
You walk there
here.
large and...
I'm guessing you don't...
Maybe it's some doubtful.
Well, you do...
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure you would tell someone else.
Not
You
great.
make your
We're
work
locked
easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
in. Oh, are grayed out ones that I've already done? Oh.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess
Oh,
flinches as...
sorry about this.
Bastard. If I have to kill...
I thought we had the... It's an act. She's unarmed. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks. The two of you struggle on the ground.
Hey,
Forget
stop that.
trying to rest. You roll out of her grasp, though every inch of you is in pain. The princess probably has it worse. We can still turn this around.
Can we? Alright. Take
You
this.
steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive?
Well, this is sort of like a kill and be killed situation.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honest, can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Okay, well,
The two of you clash for the final time.
Ha.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers
My
a heavy
clashing
blow,
sounds.
but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep.
Oh,
That's right. Mutually assured destruction. How about that
Two of
option?
you fall to the floor.
this was fun. You put up more of a fight than I do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have
Probably
the
not.
time to worry over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Okay, yeah, so I assume it was the graying out.
A warning. She will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Are you sure? The point of my
Stubborn,
Princess
we've had.
Crystal.
Alright.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. It's
Tighter.
cold. The blade is your No knife this time, as long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Alright.
The door to the basement creaks open. Her fierce voice.
Is that another challenger? Fine.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you.
Focusing.
Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Hey, why not both?
As you descend the final step, the form
Get
of the
some tiefling
princess
vibes.
comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Hey, it's me again, the librarian. How you been?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd
Yes.
been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Right? You doing the whole loop
But
thing
no
too,
little
right?
knife this time, huh?
No.
Ugh. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do chatting instead. Yep.
Haven't we talked enough? Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you again?
No, you don't want to chat?
Right.
So
Fine.
we're gonna chat.
If you're not going to address it, what? You've already met the princess has already met you, and the two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while.
Yeah, and you don't like talking about this sort of thing.
Of course I
thought.
glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward.
Alright.
Enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Yeah, why is that?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to
I
a
see what you're
parallel
saying.
universe the second we
Okay,
die.
so you want to protect yourself. That makes sense.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking. Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
I don't enjoy taking things seriously. Yeah.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Okay, but how? Why?
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I don't want to wail on anyone.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, you know what? I'm leaving.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
Why not? What are you going to do? Break this off with your incredible strength?
As you step towards the stairs,
Oh, no.
you hear the heavy and then a snap.
Damn it.
She's loose.
Wait, you broke it off with your incredible
you have
strength.
To make it fast.
I don't have to make it fast. Die. You're not gonna run.
You do your best to scramble up the stairs before the princess can reach you.
She's gonna hit me with that chain.
You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage, just barely, to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors
put the
behind
sword
you.
behind, block her in.
You're safe.
I feel like I could put the sword through there.
The blade. Take the blade from the altar.
Or this piece of wood. Yeah, take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar.
Can I put it through there?
Finally.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight
It's like a pretty strong door.
The entire cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door. It's huge and made of stone. We're fine. Right? Of course we are. Any second now she's gonna break through that entryway. And we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do.
She's way stronger than us.
Another impact shakes the cabin.
Run.
Here she comes.
Whoa,
the doors
here
explode
she comes.
outwards, shards of stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from the basement.
Hello.
At least you finally have a weapon. Good.
We're doomed.
Yeah.
In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and throws you. Do your best to defend yourself from her onslaught, but you're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, giving out. No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started. Don't be delusional, it's over. You fall to your knees.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on,
I know, I'm in the same body every time, and you're in different, sometimes more powerful bodies. That's not fair.
Why?
She kicks you in the chest. Splinters. Everything goes dark.
Alright. Chapter 3.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Oh wait, you remember?
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive.
Oh, you're
here?
died
because you didn't have enough of... So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
Okay.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone. Yourself
that was one of my initial ideas way back
when.
when.
All the looping. Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen.
So you know about it, but not because you've been with me the whole time. Alright.
It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through.
Yeah.
It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other. And I don't trust you.
No, that's true. I don't trust you.
Fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Well, I don't know if that's true.
I haven't signed off on anything yet.
Yeah.
Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say.
Okay. Yeah.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the... No last advice for us? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no... I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. Catharsis is for when we're finished.
Alright, let's throw a prayer down. Kind of cool. Let's head in, I guess.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls
like
squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Take the blade? No,
the blade is your implement.
This incarnation
if you're going to do
is
this
very
right.
violent, so I want to try to avoid violence.
See? We have even less space than before. We need space. Take it!
No.
We can try to survive without our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey.
No.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement,
see we're unarmed,
hesitating before you open it. As if you don't. All we see is a damned mirror. It's a bit grimy.
You know what? I'm gonna try to smash it this time. I've only ever tried to wipe it.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Okay. Just to try something different.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Athletics check? So, is that what we're doing here?
Hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters.
Gross.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes.
Do you have more fight in you than last time?
No.
That was such a disappointing show.
I'm trying not to fight you.
Rile her up. If she's angry.
No. Yeah, you sure?
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
Which is why I want to try to avoid
it. Get
it.
Closer.
Alright.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone.
I feel like I can't
yourself
beat her.
Foot by
So
grueling
let's
foot.
try to go the other way.
But soon, there is solid ground.
Not join her. Well, maybe join her, but talk it out.
Every crack and crevice.
Maybe that's just the contrarian in me. Like, this is the fightiest version we've come across, so now I don't want to fight.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
Bigger, I think.
The princess, imposing and tightly muscled,
Snoo?
grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
I don't even have a knife. Yeah, that's right.
There you are, but still no little knife. Do you think this is a joke?
A little bit.
Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
You and what army?
She's bubbling, hot with rage.
The army's in my sleeveys.
Get close if we want to live, but we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know the only way out is through the eye of the needle.
Like run under her legs, maybe.
And we're going to win.
I don't think we are.
We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave. Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Oh, I didn't even realize she was changed.
Run.
Not that it makes a difference. Right,
without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels.
Down on her, maybe.
She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Gargoyle vibes.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Oh, okay. Let's go outside,
Good.
I guess.
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your...
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Oh, okay, what are you?
Steel claw, now.
No.
You continue towards the door, vulnerable and unarmed.
Yeah.
No, I can't let this happen. I can't let her leave with you.
Why not?
And what are you gonna do to stop that? I don't know. You try the door and oh, what a relief. It's stuck.
What do you mean? I can see the outside right
Bash
there.
it open. Please.
I think you forgot something.
You feel the burning pain of something long and sharp driving through your back. It slices its way into your organs until finally it exits out the other side. We needed to take it. We're not dead yet. It's not over till we can't get up again.
Coward. All of this is so wrong. This isn't how things are supposed to be.
See?
This is so cold and
I
disappointing.
could have tried to fight, and she would have been, happy about that. But I made her unhappy by not fighting. Yeah, take that.
Your body pinned to the wall, you crane your neck to see her final approach.
I'm like friggin' Gandhi over here.
She is enveloped in complete lethality, and there is nothing you can do to stop. I really didn't want it to have to end like this, but your death in here is better. See you all next time.
Ciao for now. Yep. Okay.
She's gone. And there's that...
Yeah, let's head on in.
That thing. Screw them!
I don't know, you always say final, but I keep returning here, so... How, quote-unquote, final is it? Oh, what is that there? It's like a crow. Is that me?
I think you know
Do I have a
what I
crow head?
am.
Uh-oh. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, it just blinks. Oh, you're the narrator.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me.
Jeez, I kind of wish I hadn't.
To
Some offense.
This far.
I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track, to be honest. And are there ones that I haven't really paid attention to? I got a lot of questions.
Ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me.
Oh, what does that mean? Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah,
No,
I like this question.
I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action.
Wait, I thought you
didn't know... If that is being part of you, then what is?
Huh. Yeah, I thought you didn't know what happened to past me's. Okay, so I'm thinking I only have a certain amount of questions. Oh yeah.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. Okay. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Oh, what if she died?
But you'll be awake
I have
soon.
to die. Yeah, that makes
and then
sense.
It won't be able to work like that
anymore. Because of the
anymore.
time I killed her. Alright. Okay. So, do you know about the looping? Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible.
Who are they?
Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
I'm sure many of them were goods that they had. Oh, okay.
And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong?
I feel like I'm going to trust
Except for me.
You.
I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Wouldn't they all say that, though? Alright. Yeah,
you're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
What? I'm the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. Is the girl death? Oh. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, how?
By slaying the princess. Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life.
I mean, forever. It sounds good on paper, but I feel like this is a monkey's paw situation where everything just stagnates. Yeah.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
I feel like the good questions are at the end here. Yeah, what about the people?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old.
Yeah,
it's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand,
occasionally have.
When the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Yeah, what is the... Okay, right. Yeah, what is the princess?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Okay, but we want a capacity to...
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Alright, one more. Or... Yeah, you know what? This is what you got for your last one.
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
Alright. Have a good one, the narrator.
I'm just an echo. And every echo
from
fades
one
away.
To another. It's
you
been
know
a slice,
what you have to do.
Yeah, I gotta stop this. Let the princess live, because death is important, and so is transition. Otherwise, we stagnate. And it's like the ultimate heat death of the universe. One last time. You're a vast and God, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Okay. No final vessel for you to bear witness. There's nothing for you to find. Okay, except for this hair. Rapunzel. Oh, Jesus. She let down her long hair at me. Hello.
I can finally see you.
Oh, cool.
And you can finally see me.
That's good, I guess.
It's been so long.
Yes,
and my heart has
so
ached
long.
For
Good to
this
see you
moment.
again.
I've missed you dearly.
Ditto, ditto. Are we done, do you think? Yeah, I'm the long quiet.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Okay, that's cool, I guess. Yeah, did you hear me talking to that crow
Every word you spoke
thing?
found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death.
Yeah, I kind of agree with
Pay
you.
him no mind.
Alright, yeah, what's the deal now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
I suppose. I don't
When
really know.
the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice
that's interesting.
and
One
me
into two.
a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Interesting. Okay.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
No.
Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Yeah, final doors liberation. Let's go with that one. Yeah. How?
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Alright. So what do I do? Free myself. Oh, do I just click this button that says free yourself? That's pretty handy. Right? You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your winds spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Oh, love you too. Just take your hand here. One of them. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Oh, is this a Mandela? Cool. It's growing.
It's magnificent.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. Yeah, let's step into this infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Hey, welcome home. Slay the Princess, created by... We did it. So we got the good ending, and we got whatever the hell that ending was. Alright, yeah, that game pretty weird, and unsurprisingly, if you're someone who has watched any of the things I have done, I like weird, so I like this. Yeah, that was a fun little adventure. You know what, I actually thought it was going to be longer than, I guess, when I checked on that site, what's it called? It's like How Long to Beat or something like that. Sorry, stretching it out. It said something like, maybe it said something like, if you do like every ending and like search out every single thing, it's like 4 hours. So a little less for us who is speeding through with the ending that fits us. Let's finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Yeah, you know what's interesting? There's 90, I think there's like 97 achievements for this game, which really means it sort of lends itself to multiple playthroughs or trying multiple paths, stuff like that. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. Join the Discord. Cool. We did it. Did we slay the princess? Were we the princess the whole time? Some sort of existential type questions involved still, but in the end, it is the end. We did it. I will say, if you enjoyed this, you can do things that help YouTube channels. I'm not even going to tell you what they are. You're a smart cookie. You know what they are. Thank you for watching. That will leave the final thing to say, which is always the final thing to say in any piece of media I have thrown up on the internet over the very long time I have done so, which is, it's nice to be nice to the nice.